Hello guys, welcome back to Kosi's Arsenal podcast. My name is Kosi. How are you guys doing? It's time for another predicted lineup, and you know my predicted lineups, they are always close to those of Mikel Arteta's, and we never win games. I don't know why. I always pick the best lineups, but we never win games. But anyway, guys, welcome back. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. It really means a lot. And tell me which 11 players should be starting for Arsenal tomorrow against Villarreal, because that is what this video is about. Who starts and who doesn't start. I have a couple of changes. There is a couple of debates, especially about Ban Leno, especially about players like pierre-emerick, Aubameyang and Lacazette. Will they play? Will they not play? Martin Odegaard, I've seen his interview. It looks like he's going to be coming back. Smith Rowe and a couple of others. What are the tactics we need to use? That and more is coming up in this video. But first and foremost, let's look at the players that I think should be starting for Arsenal tomorrow against Villarreal. In goal, I've gone with Ban Leno. Now, I know so many people, thought probably I was going to drop him. No, I'm not going to drop Leno. I know he's made a couple of problems. I know he's been that goalkeeper that is unreliable this season. But I don't want to use Matt Ryan in the Europa League semi-finals. I don't think he's ready. This would be a totally new experience for him as a player, and I think Leno has been there. He's played in the Europa League for a couple of seasons, so I think he has the pedigree, has the experience to play there. He's played a couple of semi-finals now for Arsenal. Yeah, I would use Leno. I would use Leno, but I do not trust him 100%. Of course, at the back of my mind, I know that what actually happened over the weekend was outrageous. It did make a lot of sense for me. It really did make a lot of sense for me. But at the end of the day, I've gone with Ban Leno. In the centre back partnership, I'm going to go with Gabriel Magalhaes. I hope that will make a lot of sense, or make some sense. I'm going to go with Gabriel Magalhaes. So we've gone with Gabriel Magalhaes and Rob Holding. I hope it will also make a little make some sense for you guys. Like it's going to make sense for me. Look, I think both of them are so sloppy. Both of them have their own issues. The better player probably would have been Pablo Mari in that sense. Mari and Rob Holding, or Mari and Gabriel, but both of them are left-footed. Are left-footed, Mari and Gabriel, so you can't use them in the same lineup. Then Rob Holding as a player, I don't know whether to trust him or not, but he is the only right-footed centre back we have. So either Gabriel or Pablo Mari, whoever plays there with Rob Holding, it will be okay. There have been reports that David Louis could be back, but it is too early. It is too early for him to come back in that come back for that game. Chambers comes for me in the right back position. I think he's still the better player of Cedric and Hector Bellerin. Defensive wise, based on the fact that Villarreal always use two strikers, that's Gerard Moreno and Paco Alcácer. So we shall need, a defensive force, and I think Chambers will be good for that. What he gives you as a player, and I think this is what is good about him. What he gives you is the ability to go, to go forward and get in those crosses perfectly well, and also the ability to track back and defend very, very well. So I'll go with Callum Chambers. That's the fact. I'll go with Callum Chambers in the right back. Left back, there are many questions here. Do you go with Cedric? Do you go with Granit Xhaka? It's a big question there, but I'll go with Granit Xhaka. I think he's not been bad in the last, are they 3-2 games he's played as a left back. He's not been so poor, and I think he's a little bit better than Cedric, because Cedric is typically totally right-footed and is playing in the left, in the left wing with his right foot. He's bogus. He's just bogus. So I just want to use Granit Xhaka because of his left foot, but he also has the advantage that when we go in front as an attacking force, he adds up onto the midfield, and then as we come back to defend, he comes back as a left back. Last time the goal we considered against Everton, he should have done better, I know, but for me, I blame Pablo Mari on that goal. I blame Pablo Mari. Richarlison gets the better of Xhaka, who we know is not meant to play in that position, and then Murray is nowhere to be seen. You've got to be covering for Xhaka, in that position. So I blame Pablo Murray as well, and I blame Lenovo as well, because that goal shouldn't have gone in at the end of the day. In the midfield, we look at Thomas Partey and Dani Ceballos. So I think that only makes sense, doesn't it? Thomas Partey as the king of the midfield. I think this is sorry for that. This is the reason why we bought Thomas Partey. These are the games. We have not seen much of an impact in the league, but these are the games where Partey has to appear. These are the games where he has to make his presence known. Against Villarreal in the semi-finals of the Europa League, it will make news. And I know he has the ability, he has the potential. He's a very, very quality player. He has the potential to do that. He has the potential to come on and give us those quality performances. So I expect a lot from Thomas Partey today as well. Tomorrow, sorry, as well. Dani Ceballos comes in as part of the midfield. I'm going to say he has had a couple of bad performances this season, and I think he has had very, very few good games, but we have no option. We have no option. Xhaka playing left back, that means Ceballos has to play with Thomas Partey in the midfield, and completing the midfield will be Martin Odegaard. Yeah, so I think Odegaard completes the midfield, for us. I don't know whether he's 100% fit, but according to Arteta, he was available, or he would have been available for the Everton game. So I expect him to be available for the Villarreal game. I expect him to be very, very, very much very much available. The question there is, why have I introduced Odegaard instead of Smith Rowe in this lineup? I think we shall need to control the game. I think we need someone who has the ability to control the game higher than Thomas Partey, and I think that's Martin Odegaard, because Villarreal they're not a very good side, but they're not a very bad side. So you will need someone to control the game for you, and for me, I think that is Martin Odegaard in that in that sense. Pepe comes on the left wing. Of course, we know what Pepe can give us as a winner, as a winger, and then Bukayo Saka comes in on the right wing with Alexander Lacazette or pierre-emerick Aubameyang. I've not yet confirmed with the medical team of Arsenal. I've not seen a report to confirm whether Aubameyang or Lacazette is fit. But for the meantime, we can go with Gabi Martinelli. If none of them is fit yet, probably we'd go with Martinelli. Against Everton, we played Nketiah, and for me it was ridiculous. I came out and said it, that what Arsenal have done is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why Mikel went for Nketiah. Should have used Gabi Martinelli. That's what I think. Should have used Gabi Martinelli. But that is my predicted lineup. I don't know what you people think about it. It looks more of a game winner, but at times Arsenal doesn't win these games, even if we go out there and try to think we're gonna win the game. It doesn't. Arsenal doesn't win the games. But Leno, Gabriel, Holding, Chambers, Xhaka, Ceballos, Partey, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Pepe. The only reason I've given Martinelli a chance in this game is if Lacazette and pierre-emerick Aubameyang are not available for selection. However, if they're available, then I'll go with pierre-emerick Aubameyang in this one. I know he can win us the semi-final. As always, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and come on, you Gunners.